Good morning, everybody. Stand up and sing along with us.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Say hello, say hello. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woo! Good morning, everybody. Wow. Happy New Year. So glad you are here in the room. Those of you online, welcome to Spiritual Center of the Desert. This is Reverend Dr. Laura Shackelford. I am Reverend Dr. Dale Olansky. This is Reverend William Conway, and we love you all and this center.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure you all had a wonderful Christmas or holiday, and I know I did. It was really fun, but it's great to be, and I'm looking forward to 2025, though. Are we all?
I'm
right?
not hearing much excitement about that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we're excited because we know what's possible. We know that infinite good is absolutely possible, and we are holding that knowing for all of us. So,
Absolutely.
yes. Do you think there's anybody here for the first time?
I don't know. I think they're
Who's
I
here
know
for the
two.
first time?
I don't know if they're here for the first time.
Stand up. We're not going to call on you.
We're not calling, but
Just
stand
wanna
up
say
if you're
hello.
here. We can just. You're welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Well, we're so happy you're here. If this is your first time and you were too bashful to stand up, it's okay. Please go out on the patio. We have a little welcome gift for you, and we're just so happy that you're here. And like I always say, this ain't your mama's church. It's you're all going to heaven. None of you are going to hell. You're living it sometimes, but you're not going there. So anyway, we're so happy you're here.
Yeah, and we can sit here and describe what our philosophy is, but our mission statement
says
it all. So let's say it together. Here we go.
We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. That's us.
That says it all.
That says it all.
So we have just a couple of live announcements before we get started. We've got a new class starting up in February. We're going to talk much more about it, but we just want to plant the seed. Many of you took the Prosperity Plus series when Dr. Joe was still here. We're bringing it back because there's a third version of it that's even better. And I love this because it's living full spectrum wealth, which isn't just about money. It's having a life that's fulfilling and rich in all ways: health, wealth, relationships, relationships, creativity, everything. And Marianne Morrissey has a way of getting us to a place where we live into that. So we just want to plant a seed. We'll tell you more about being able to register for it as we go along, but it is coming up, and it is a game changer. How many of you have taken it? I know there's some. Did it change your life?
Yes.
Me too. So
Absolutely.
You'll hear more about that.
Yeah, it really is powerful. We still have people that have left this center and are still giving us monthly tithes because it changed their lives so in so many wonderful ways. So
more to come on that.
Yes.
So we have a potluck Sunday. It's our first one of the year, of the new year, coming up next Sunday. And we always like to have volunteers because Bud and Angela, you guys just stand up. They're our coordinators, and they've taken it up. They do amazing things, and we're so grateful because Elizabeth and William no longer have to be in charge, and anything we can take off their plate is a good thing. So if you want to do the first shift, the setup shift, 9:30 is the time to get here. Please don't come any earlier because you will disturb Reverend David's sound bowl meditation. We do not want to disturb them. So 9:30 over in Costa Hall. If you want to help clean up afterwards, just stay around and help with the cleanup. But we do appreciate all of you who can support this because our potluck is a pretty fun community building activity, and we'd love to share with you on that.
Right. It's just fun to sit down with each other and talk and get to know each other more than just sitting here in the sanctuary. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get our recorded announcements and get going. Here are this week's announcements for Spiritual Center of the Desert. If you're going through something in your life right now and would like spiritual support, please go to the Om Room after service and a practitioner will pray for you. Coming up this week at the center, Dr. Laura's book study and Healing Hearts will not be meeting on Tuesday due to the holiday. The Caregiver Support Group will not be meeting on Wednesday, but they will be meeting on Wednesday, January 8th at 3:30 p.m. in the Om Room. Join Dr. Dale in her virtual Sacred Circle on Thursday at 9 a.m. You can find the Zoom link on our website. And next Sunday, it's Bring a Friend Sunday and Potluck Sunday. And we have a very special guest joining us on Sunday, January 12th. Dr. Joe will be our special guest speaker. Our January calendar is now available in the foyer. If you have any questions or would like more information, please call us at 760-346-4649 or visit our website at pdspiritualcenter.org. On behalf of all of us at Spiritual Center of the Desert, we wish you a very happy New Year. Drive safe.
Couples we know are fondly kissing. Will I be with you
was so cool. Well, now we're going to take it down a little bit more because this is the part of our service where we just relax and let go and go into just a little quiet time. This is a time to set aside all those burdens, the concerns of the mind that are weighing us down. We just set them aside, and we go to a place within ourselves that is always there, that we might not recognize. But underneath all of the mind stuff and all of the crazy, there's silence that is rich with love and wisdom. A place inside of ourselves that reminds us of who we really are. That we're more than just these beings who occupy this space called planet Earth. That there's a soul that we all are. And so it's in this time, this wonderful meditation time, that we can just dive in and feel our soul, feel our energy, feel the essence of who we are, and bring it alive to ourselves. Bring it to the surface so that we can have that peace that is beyond all understanding, the peace that reminds us we're good. No matter what's going on, we are good because we are the expression of spirit through and through. So I'd like to invite you to take a big breath of air in, really inhale deep, fill those lungs up. And as we exhale, let's let it all out. Let it go and let your body relax into your chair. And just allow us to serve you and nourish you with love, with wisdom and peace. Repeat after me. As I love, and as I give, in my awakening, I choose to live, give me strength, shine your light, in my awakening, clear my sight, all I believe, and all I know, in my awakening, I let go, fill me with love, and conquer my fears, in my awakening, God appear, still my mind, be at peace, in my awakening, I release. Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om.
Shanti Om, Shanti Om.
I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable. And take a long and slow deep breath with me. Just be present. Be present in this moment. This moment. This very moment. There is only one thing happen as in every moment. And that is the presence of God. The thing itself, spirit. Intelligence that is continually in motion, ever changing, eternally creating and manifesting as life, expressing through life and being life itself. It is that underlies and animates all things and is connected in an eternal flow of existence. I'm an expression of the one essence, the one consciousness, an individualized expression of the one and individualized center of creation, connected to all and part of the great web of life. This essence, this presence within me guides and aligns me with the universal flow of life that is only present in the now, and it is present in every moment of my life that I am present to it. And I know for every one of us that we fully embrace and are fully present in this moment. As we let go of our reflexive struggle and resistance that works against this flow, we begin to flow with it. We begin to see the endless possibilities that exist in each moment. And as we are fully present in the moment, we find clarity and conviction that moves us forward beyond the efforts and expectations that we hold, because we become a conduit in the creative power of the universe. And as we cultivate a greater trust in this flow of life, recognizing the perfection and its intelligence that is expressing in every moment, moving us through us and expressing as us, as the essence of who we are, we manifest our desired world with grace and ease. And I know that in this new year, for each of us, as we become more aligned with that eternal presence and power that is available in every moment within us, as we are present to it, to manifest the life of our dreams. I am grateful for the presence of Spirit that makes itself known to me and shines its light and wisdom to guide me in each moment to see all the creative possibilities that are within it. I release my word into the creative law, knowing that it is already done. So if you'd like to join me in saying, and so it is.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. I awake to this holy silence. I hear all that has never been said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. I awake to this holy silence. I hear all that has never been said, and right here in this holy silence I find God. I find 600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to the land, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? In truths that he learned, or in times that she lied, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember the year in the life of friends. Remember the love. You got to remember the
Wow, that's a great way to end the year. Thank you, guys. That was wonderful. Wasn't that wonderful? Oh, so are you ready to say bye to 2024? Yeah, I am too. I'm ready to say goodbye to it. And so, we're going to, no more 24. We're all thriving in 25, right? We're all going to thrive in 2025. So, this is not the year to get everything you want. This is the year to appreciate everything you have. Right? That's it. It's not about, next year. It's like really paying attention to your life and looking at all the great things you have. Don't focus on the crap, all right? Don't focus on that. I'm looking forward to the aliens that are coming. What about you guys? We could use some new energy, right? Okay, you can plan for 100 years, but you don't know what will happen the next moment. Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life, right? Yeah. When I fell down those stairs and made my grand leaving the stage, I didn't know what I was going to discover. I didn't plan what I did discover. But what it did was it made me appreciate every moment in my life. More so. This Christmas was just, my granddaughters are getting older and just so adorable and so excited. And, it's fun to watch kids open presents because they just rip the paper off. Oh, nice. What's next? What's next? But that's how life is. What's next? What's the next nugget that's going to happen to you? Pay attention to life. I've seen better days, but I've also seen worse. I don't have everything that I want, but I do have all I need. I woke up with some aches and pains, but I woke up. My life may not be perfect, but I am blessed. Take that into 2025 with you. You know, that little paper that you got? Well, let it go, let it go, let it go. That's our theme today. Let it go by 2024. Let it go. You know, I was, a lot of times in my book studies and in classes, a lot of people seem to be holding on to issues from their childhood. Now, I know that some have had horrific childhoods, but we can all look at the things that did hurt us and that made us who we are today. And then it's amazing, though, how many people hold on to their anger, to their parents. You don't know what their life was like, what they were going through. It's unfortunate that you had to go through, but what did you learn? I know I learned things, and when I was growing up, I said, I will never do that to my children. I will never say that. I did other crummy things. Right, Ryan? Yeah, he did a thumbs up. But we don't do things sometimes to harm people, but there are people in our lives that love to just eat, and all you have to do is bless you and go on your way. So if we could look into each other's hearts and understand the unique challenges each of us faces, I think we would treat each other much more gently, with more love, patience, tolerance, and care. And I don't know about you, but since the election, I have been practicing that. And it really has helped. It's helped me. It's helped me not get upset, me not worry. And again, I'm looking for aliens. I want some aliens. I want some aliens to come in here and really, wow, I had somebody today tell me they saw some weird stuff in the sky here in the valley. Don't know, they're just checking us out. So God grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change the one I can, and that wisdom to know that one is me. For this I am grateful. That's all you have control over. You're not going to change other people's opinions or viewpoints. It's only you. That's what you need to focus on. So when you're filling out your little papers, get rid of the stuff that doesn't serve you. You have been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. Louise Hay. Start looking at all the great qualities. What are you bringing to this world? We can affect the people around us just by being joyful, just by being happy. You don't have to correct anybody and say, oh, no, you're wrong in that opinion. That's not right. You could just say, but this is the way I look at it. And if they don't accept it, then say, you know what? I bless you on what you see. Bless me on what I see. And let us just go this journey together. So when you let go, you're free. You're not shackled down anymore to the negativity because you're not going to let it bother you. So in the process of letting go, you will lose many things from the past, but you will find yourself. And yourself is the divine. Each one of us here is a unique divine expression. You're not here by accident. The world needs our love, our light more than ever, so that the aliens can find us. So enjoy.
Seriously, I think I think the aliens are already here. They're just being incognito. All right, here's part 2. Let it go. What am I letting go? This time of year, it really has never really made sense to me why there's a need for a New Year's resolution. I liked the party. I liked staying up till midnight when I was a child. I liked everybody getting a little tipsy and then sneaking a little drink here and there underneath the table type of thing. Oh, I loved New Year's. But I love the countdown. But why is there a need to have that New Year's resolution? It never made sense to me, especially when I know I'm not going to keep it. Is it the peer pressure? Is it because I see everybody else going, oh, I've got my New Year's resolution. Do you have yours? I mean, how many times have we already had this year had that conversation? Well, for me, it's just starting. But I find it very interesting on how that unfolds. And I just kind of look and go like, oh, no, I'm still working on it. But I realize that every day is a New Year's resolution for me because every moment is that trip around that planet, that sun on this planet. Every day is a new year, so what am I waiting for? Why do I have to wait for this one day at the end of the calendar year to say, I'm going to change? The one thing that we teach here is that you are the affirmation, the action of that divine spirit, that divine purpose. It only takes your thoughts, your mental capacity to make a decision, to make that decision to change. Don't wait for January 31st. For me, it's... What? Thank you. You see, I just love this. Yeah, that's right, December 31st, not January. Well, yeah, don't wait for January 31st either. There you go. Do it on December 31st. Man, I'm just loving this. What the heck? I love how I do this. All right, forget that. Once I make up my mind, the law has to listen, but I have to do the work. Again, that's what we teach here. We're not waiting on something to happen for us or to us. We are the creators. We are the activity of that divine spirit, that divine nature, that divine intelligence. We teach you how to think here because we want you to create the life of your dreams. You have this multitude of a family here that we meet on Sundays that support us. So come to the potlucks. Come to the drum circles. Come to the sound immersions. Meet your family. Interact with this family. And by interacting with this family, your family, meaning this planet Earth, becomes better. Because once you've changed your mind, everything is connected. You automatically are making a change in this life. So don't wait for it to happen on a particular day. What is the passion? Is it a Barker Lounger? Is it the pasta? What is it that you're giving up that you're going to change in your life? You know, are you going to move more? Am I going to eat less? How superficial is that? And I'm not knocking anybody who really goes and gets down in the dirt and really works on this stuff, but how often do we make that promise to ourselves just because somebody else is saying that they're changing? Be authentic. Change because not because of what somebody else is doing, but change because there is a innate welling up, a divine nature that is building up inside of you to become more than what you think that you possibly could. Be open to that possibility that what you think about you can bring about, and the only person that is stopping you is yourself. Today, know you are the very expression of the thoughts you have. It is that simple. But every single week, I need this place to remind myself because I tell you what, come Monday, sometimes I forget what I talked about on Sunday. And I've got to watch it on YouTube to go, oh, I could have had a V8. And remind myself, that's for the older ones here, okay? and remind myself of that divine nature that I must be that change I want to see in this world. It's wonderful to see how this universe, this divine spirit, this mind, capital M, works. I always thought it was funny how we have free will, but how can we have someone intersect? When we do a prayer and we say, I'm divinely guided to those who are divinely guided for my highest and best good, I always thought, how does that happen? Just this past week, I went into a store for the first time, and we were just spending the afternoon, and all of a sudden, the person who was helping me out got to talking, and somehow we got on this that I was a reverend. And then he started talking about how he was wanting to change, wanting to find out more about spirituality. And then it got me to think about, talk about divine right order. This person, without even knowing this philosophy, and this is why I know this philosophy is true, because it doesn't matter whether you believe in this philosophy or not, it still is a fact that what you think about manifests, because the law of spirit can only say yes. And so by this person wanting to experience more, somehow on a Wednesday, I just happened to walk into the store, minding my own business, and all of a sudden we start to talking, and his prayer, his thought, was answered. And so that proved to myself that even though that I have my own free will, this person has his own free will, how super intelligent is this thing called it, that it can allow everyone to have their own spirituality, their own consciousness, but yet be able to intersect us at the precise moment that we planted the seed in that spirit to say, I want more. I know that there's a hatchet. I know where the hatchet is buried, so I'm going to let this piece of paper that we're about ready to burn, and I'll teach you how to do that, represent the hatchet, and I'm going to let it go. There's no more hatchet to dig up. I'm going to burn it so that there's no more trace of that hatchet. And oh my gosh, here's one sentence by Thomas Troward. I love this man. There are no individual exceptions to the general law, but there are various degrees of realization of the principle of the law, and the more a man works with the principle, the more the law will work for him, so that the finer his perception of the principle becomes, the more it will appear to be an exception to the law as commonly recognized. What he's talking about here is the exception to the rule. How many people have heard that? There is no exception there. It is our alignment with Spirit allows Spirit to work for us and through the law, create and manifest in this form what we want to experience. So the reason why some can manifest and others have a little bit harder time manifesting, or they're not able to manifest as much as they want, it's because of your and my alignment with that divine nature, that divine spirit. So that's why every Sunday we come here to remind ourselves, then we talk about love and the responsibility of our own lives to be accountable for our own mental capacity and our own mental awareness of this life, and to be more. Because Spirit always says yes. So today, as we go out and leave and we burn those pieces of paper, write down the hatchet that you want to disintegrate and no more think about it. Let it go. And now I'm turning it over to Dr. Dale.
Whew. Okay, one more part. So Dr. Laura thought of our talk title today. Whenever we do the collaborative talk, we kind of say, well, what should it be? And Dr. Laura was like, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I thought, that's so cool because it's like, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So something I saw on Facebook recently that it just had me like laughing myself, just laughing. Me burning sage to clear up what's left of 2024 before the new year. And I thought, is that not appropriate? I mean, right? 2024 was a lot. I mean, it was a lot. And it was a lot because of what we were witnessing outside, but it was also a lot because of how we felt about it. What it was bringing up for us felt like a lot. So we're going to burn that sage and we need a lot because there's a lot, right? So I love our ritual, our burning bowl ritual, because it's a nice way to kind of physically hold in our hands that which we are ready to let go of. Reverend William called it the hatchet. It could be whatever you want it to be, and I love it. Some years I want to burn up insecurities. I want to burn up relationships that aren't working anymore. I want to burn up no longer disrespecting myself. That goes on and on and on because there's a lot. I was talking to somebody over there, and they were already starting to fill out their little piece of paper, and they told me they need another piece of paper because they ran out of room. And I thought, yeah, when we reflect and see what's not working inside of ourselves or in our lives, there's a lot that we want to get rid of. But you know what? My job, my holy job, is to make your life way, way easier. Way easier. And I know there's a lot of little things we want to get rid of, the habits we don't want to be involved in, the stuff. But I'm going to tell you, there's only one thing that needs cleanup, and that's our consciousness. The field we need to clear is our consciousness and the beliefs that we are clinging to that keep us believing we are powerless and separate from spirit. That is the problem. If we really knew that we are spirit informed, that we are always in this dynamic, amazing, fulfilling energy that is always carving our way, always providing us. I love that story you told, by the way, the person you met. That was great. That there's always something coming our way to enlighten us, to fulfill us. If we really knew that, we would never be worried. We would never be concerned. We wouldn't have bad habits anymore. Everything would be working perfectly. Ernest Holmes said that and this isn't his quote, this is just me saying what I have read, he says, there is nothing that needs to be fixed. There's not like a laundry list of problems that we need to take care of. There's only one thing. And that one thing is that we believe we're separate from spirit. And I know there's some of you out there, some of you online that are going, but I don't get this spirit thing. Well, I'm going to tell you, come back next week, we're going to explain it to you, because we're going to do the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind. But right now I'm going to tell you that spirit is more than what you think it is. It's more than what you learned in Sunday school if you were brought up in a traditional type of religion, Judaism, Catholicism, anything with rigidity. It's more than that, because honestly, I believe in what the Tao teaches about spirit, that we cannot name it. We can feel it, we can have this sense about what it is, but we really cannot define it adequately at all. Because spirit to me is this unlimited possibility. It's this unending flow of energy that comes in so many different ways, shapes, and forms in our lives. It is something that when we recognize it, Reverend David, your prayer was awesome today, and you said something in it that is just my point. When we recognize that spirit, when we recognize that divine, it works in our lives. It shows up. When we believe in the expansiveness, the unlimited, it comes in. And so I want to just encourage you to play with this idea of spirit. Maybe that word doesn't work for you. Maybe God doesn't work for you. But find something. Call it love. Call it divine nature, infinite intelligence, whatever allows you to get it. Go there, because that is for us to find, to release our greatest life. So when I was studying Science of Mind, which was, I think I started taking classes about 20 years ago, Reverend Bill used to always talk about release and replace. We don't do that anymore. But I learned it really big. It was like, if you're going to release something, you got to replace it with something. And I get that because, we as human beings, We don't like letting go of anything, do we? Do you guys like letting go of stuff? Oh, resist. No, don't take that away from me. Don't take my beliefs away from me. They're working for me. Or are they? Or are they? So when we release these things that we're going to release today, we do need to replace it with something to give us an anchor to ground into, something to pull us into a place where we say, that's no more, this is what's now. This is what I want to live into. This is my trajectory for a better life for myself, for more, for living from my authenticity. Replace anything you're letting go with that. By letting go of the limiting beliefs that are housed in our consciousness and replacing them with beliefs that spirit is our source, we are good to go. You know, we get into a lot of this management of our lives. Well, I need to stop doing that so this can happen and this and that. And I want to tell you, like I said, my job is to make your life way easier. You just need to believe in one thing and one thing only, that spirit is your source. And then you're good to go. Because when you know that spirit is your source, when you know that that unlimited energy is right there, ready to guide you, ready to show you the way, ready to make your life a whole lot better, when you know that, everything takes care of itself. We are engaging in our mind needing to figure things out way, way, way too much. And I get it. I'm really cerebral too. But I've learned to press the pause button. Because my mind, yeah, it's wonderful, it's fun, it gets me in trouble sometimes, but I know when it's time to just stop and let my heart start to lead, to let spirit come in, to show me what I need to know that my mind is blocking me from seeing. When I believe that that source of God is coming right in with the ideas that are enlightening, ideas that my regular relative mind could not think of, when I say, all right, Spirit, you're my source, let's go, then, boy, do things happen in a really great way. Ernest Holmes says, in practice, we have to create a big feeling of wholeness, and the one who has the greatest feeling of wholeness and the greatest subjective embodiment of this wholeness will speak from the greatest degree of wholeness. So what he is saying, my friends, is that we have got to recognize that we are, and I know some people are going to laugh, we are perfect, whole, and complete in that spiritual level. That wholeness is right intact in all of us. We need to stop thinking we need to be fixed. We need to stop thinking that we're fragmented. We need to stop thinking that we're broken. Enough. We have spent way too much time in that kind of thinking. Let's go to what Ernest says here. We've got to recognize our wholeness. And when he says subjective embodiment of it, he means we need to put it in our unconscious so it is anchored there. Because if your subconscious has this belief in it, that you are whole, that you are awesome, that you've got it all, then you're going to be acting in a way in which that subjective mind, that law, as Reverend William talked about, that law is acting on that belief. And my goodness, if we go out in this world believing that we are whole, that we are fulfilled, that the allness of life is everywhere present all the time, that we are never separated from our source, if we believe in that, wow, 2025 is going to be remarkable. We must release all that stands in the way of our truly believing in this wholeness and the eternal presence of spirit in all that we are. There's something to write down. I'm going to let go of not believing that I'm not enough. I am going to let go of that and believe in that eternal presence of spirit. And I know sometimes that gets a little funny, right? Because we're not trusting of spirit maybe. Maybe we feel let down by God. But I'm telling you, today's the day to start opening up to that again. Because I know a lot of people who have come to this center really broken and really doubtful in the power of God inside of themselves. And they said, you know, I'm going to give it a chance. I don't really believe in it, but boy, I really wish I could because I see the people that come to this center, and I see their lives changing. And I see these amazing experiences that could only come from letting go of needing to control everything. And so all I need to tell you is give it a chance. Just give it a chance. You don't need to work at it. You just need to say, maybe it is possible. Maybe it is possible that this wholeness idea that they teach here if I just recognize it as possibly the divine pattern of who I am and just let it sit there, maybe things can change. I will tell you, they absolutely can, and they will. So we release the burden of thinking, oh, this is a good one, right? Release the burden of thinking you need to hold it all together and figure out everything. I find myself doing that. I go, I got to figure out this whole world thing. Oh, yeah, oh, that's a good one. I got to figure out this world. Good luck. Good luck, Reverend Dale. Spirit is the great overseer. Let it oversee your life. And I know that can be hard because we just want to control it all. We want our minds to figure it out. It's not going to. I hate to break it to you. It's not. It's not going to work. So let it go and let yourself experience what spirit is. Let yourself experience the magic of the universe, of this world, when we really let go of having to control, figure it out. When we let go of it and let the magic of spirit come in and really show us how great things can be. It is imperative that we let go of being dominated by worry, fear, concern, and replace it with 100% trust in a higher intelligence that is bringing forth a greater good. And I know there are a lot of people that are filled with worry and concern about the year before us. It's eating them up inside. What good is that doing? It really isn't doing any good. You know, and I'm a firm believer that we are in this collective consciousness, this energy where we're all kind of putting our energy and it's mixing together and it's doing things because we are one. So why not believe in something better? Why not believe 100% and trust in spirit, bringing forth a greater good? Even though our minds are fixed on this, and this, open it up, open the door, let it go, and let spirit, let that higher intelligence straighten things out for a better reality to be experienced by all. We need to release our belief that we know how life should be unfolding. Anybody got that one? Oh, I know how this is supposed to unfold. I let go of that a long time ago because I did a really bad job trying to figure that out. I really did. I'm going to say it. I was very inadequate in figuring out how things were going to unfold. But when I let go of that belief that I need to figure out, or if things aren't going this way, something's wrong, that is just killer kind of thinking. It really is. But when we take that step back and say, hey, I can see how this is working. I can see this goodness that's coming forward. I realize that everything is unfolding perfectly. And please don't get mad at me and say you're spiritually bypassing, Dale. I am not spiritually bypassing because what I know is true is that I can't control the things that happen in this world, but I have such an amazingly strong faith, and I said it a couple months ago, that good always has the last word. I believe that with every cell and fiber of my being. Yeah, join me in that. Join me in that. You know, and it doesn't mean things happen that are unpleasant because it's just kind of the nature of life. But I am not going to hold my energy hostage around things looking like they're not going right and going down with the energy ship. Right? I mean, we have so many opportunities. I get it. The world is really, we've got some stuff. We've got things that are scary. I get it. I'm there with you. I get scared by things I see. But I am not going to hold myself hostage by that because I know that there's a bigger power. I know there's a bigger intelligence. I know that there is a way for all of this to come out to a place of harmony and love and peace. I just know it and I see it. And so I let go of trying to figure it out. I let go of getting triggered by things not looking like they should be going a certain way because I have faith and I trust. I love this. This is like my favorite Bible quote. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is so science of mind, you guys, right? To me, the real thing to let go of right now, like I said, is what's cluttering our mind from not seeing our divinity. That's the one thing. Whatever it is that is standing in the way of not seeing that oneness, that needs to be released. You know, New Year's is always a great time of hope, of optimism, of bringing forth a transformation of our life. Because isn't that what we're looking for? Isn't it? We want something better. We want to have a life that's more fulfilling, more joyful, healthy, wealthy, all that good stuff. When we stand at the threshold on December 31st and say, I want to do better, I want to feel better, it starts with getting a transformation of the mind, of the consciousness. And this is where we got to let go of what's blocking us from experiencing our divine nature. That's it. Your divine nature. It'll take care of everything. And I know it's not easy. I'm not going to stand up here and say it just goes like that. I know there's work to be done. Reverend William talked about that. Yes, there is work to be done. There is work to be done, but we are able to do it. We have the capacity to do it. We are wired to transform. We just have to be willing. We have to be willing to let go of these beliefs that we've held onto because they're comfortable, they're familiar, they're normal. Throw it on the fire. Get rid of comfortable and normal and familiar. Get rid of it. Let's go into uncomfortable. Let's go into, this isn't normal for me, but it feels so good. This is so right because my authentic is being activated and it's being given an invitation to express itself. This is the renewal of our minds. And this is what the burning bowls are all about. So when you go in and you write down what you want to release, be careful about writing every single little thing down there because remember what I just taught you. It's about you allowing your divine nature to open up. So eliminate what stands in the way. Namaste.
All right, wonderful, Dr. Dale and Dr. Laura. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of asterisks before we do our offertory. How we'd like this to mechanically happen, because I'm the one that fixes everything. Write on this piece of paper what you would like to release for this year so that you're no longer burdened by that weight. As you leave out the back doors, there are going to be 2 fire pits. Now, here's where it's fun. This is that magic act type of paper. Don't hold on to it and put it in the fire because it's not going to burn slowly. It's going to flash. So put it close and let it go, and it will flash. Then, those of us, and I know everyone here wants multiples of our poinsettias, then you'll come through, and through these double doors, re-enter the sanctuary as we will come and allow you to pick out a poinsettia that you can bring home. That way there's no congestion here. We're going to be better than Los Angeles traffic. I just know that. So anyway, I'm going to let Dr. Laura come up and finish up while I get everything prepared.
Thank you, Reverend William. Thank you. Yeah. We got a few poinsettias, if you notice, so you can all take one home or a couple home. All right, so this time I'd love to call our ushers to come forward as you prepare your offertory to give to the center today. And this is a time where we just appreciate all that you give because that's how we stay here. And we couldn't do what we do without your giving. So let's say our prayer together. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center. Thank you.
When I wake up in the morning and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then something without warning weighs heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a love
Thank you. Yes, it is a lovely day. So, in gratitude for all that we have, let us just bless our offering together as we say, we bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. Thank you. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, our ushers. Also, don't forget that those of you that maybe are new, over in the other building over there is what we call the 1-minute miracles. If you are going through anything or you want any prayer, please go over there. It's just right out the door and to the right, and there's practitioners there that will pray with you. So, let us do our last closing prayer for this year. Recognizing that it is all God, it is all divine energy. It is life itself expressing by means of each and every one of us. And I know that it is all good. Even that which at times appears negative, it is pushing us maybe in a direction that we wouldn't have gone before. So I know that this divine intelligence that is within each and every one of us is growing and expanding in such an amazing way, and that our life is changing for the good or even being more enhanced from where it is right now. We are so grateful for this teaching, for this awareness of the truth of who we are, of the life that we live, that we choose to live, that we are creating. We know that power is within each and every one of us. And so as we go into the new year with great anticipation, we know that that which we desire is already being formed, is already in the creativity stage, and it is all good, and it is all enhancing each and every one of our lives and those that are around us. So I am so grateful for each person here that carries this consciousness of love, of creation into the world. There are no accidents that you are here right now to do this divine creation of oneness, of wholeness, of perfection of life. And so I just know that this is the truth. I just let it go with great anticipation of what good is yet to come. And I just say thank you. And I know that this is the truth. I know it is already done. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful New Year's, everybody. Go on out, burn it, let it go, let it go, let it go.